Hello, and welcome to RED6540. In this presentation, you will have a brief introduction to the course, as well as the expectations for modules 1 to 2, which incorporates weeks 1 through 7. I know several of you who are registered in this course have taken other courses with me, so you are probably relatively familiar with how I set up my courses. But for those of you who have not taken a course with me in the past, or for those of you who want a refresher, these first few slides that I share will show you how my course is organized. I do my best to keep you as organized as possible because I know all of us are busy with things other than just this one class. So I try to keep the course flowing so that you can sort of attack it at your own pace. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time just giving you some screenshots and overviews of how to navigate the course, and then I will talk you through Module 1 and 2 and what some of those expectations are. When you have access to the modules for this course, typically, although not in every module, but typically there will be a brief introduction about what you'll be reading and doing for that particular module. There will be access to all of the readings that are in addition to your course textbooks. So obviously I don't upload the course text chapters to the modules space because you should have those books in your possession. And then I also show you what assignments are due, what is coming up, and those are all found. The information, the readings, and the assignments, all of those are found within the modules. So from your main menu on the left, you can see that modules is one of your choices. So if you click on that, you will have access to pretty much everything we do in this course. You can also find the items that you need under files and assignments and discussion boards, but just in order to stay organized, I try to keep them under modules for you. Once you're in the modules, you will have access to what you see here. So what's circled is ultimately an introduction to the expectations of that particular module. Most of the time you will have a presentation like this one available to you, and sometimes you'll also have an introduction with more information to kind of give you an overview. I do these things so that, like I said, you can go at this at your own pace, and you have all the information that you need when you do so. On this screen, you can also see that in addition to that overview, there is also the list of readings and assignments that you'll have access to under each module. So when you open up that first introductory piece for each module, you'll have a to-do list for the work that you're doing. If there is not a to-do list, then basically that means that you only have readings to do for that week. So the to-do lists are typically present when you have either something major coming up, some major assignment, or something that is due that week. So again, if you don't see a to-do list, reference your syllabus because there is something for you to be doing every week. It's just that sometimes it doesn't result in an assignment needing to be uploaded. So this is just an example of an information page that I mentioned. Again, you won't have these every single module or every single week, but you will have access to these throughout the course. And they basically just provide you with kind of where the module is going, maybe some essential definitions that you need to better understand the readings, things like that. So once you've read through that information, all you need to do is click on next and it'll take you to the remaining readings that you have to do and the other information you need for that week and or module. So just to give you an overview of what's coming up for Module 1 in this week's assignments, this first week's assignments, I have asked you to read Caldwell 2014, so that's located under Module 1, what I just reviewed for you. It's a relatively quick piece, just kind of with an overview on assessment. And then there's an introductory discussion post that I'm asking you to complete by Sunday, August 30th. Almost every assignment in this course is due on Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. But this particular piece, I'd prefer that you have finished on Sunday so that you can move quickly into the Module 2 assignments. So for Module 2 in weeks 2 and 4, or 2 through 4, you have the assignments that are listed here due. So we have 4 authentic tasks in this class. Each one is worth 15 points. And they are due throughout the semester based on the readings and the information that you are learning through those readings. So the first one is due September 10th. There is a description of this assignment located under Module 2, Week 2, and it is due at the end of Week 3, which is Thursday, September 10th. You also have a blog post due that same day. Blogs for this course, so if you've taken a course from me in the past, you should already have a professional blog space. Just go ahead and use that space. There's no need to develop a new one. If you've never taken one of my courses before, then you will need to develop a blog space that you use for this course. And all you need to do when you submit the assignment is cut and paste the URL for your blog post into the assignment tab. And it should show up for me without a problem. The first one that you submit, if there are any issues with submission, I will let you know and give you an opportunity to resubmit so that you know exactly how it needs to be done. So, just do the best you can in submitting it and trying to complete that blog. I ask that you do a professional blog as opposed to submitting a reflection using like a Word document because I think it's very important right now, particularly given that we're in an age of social media, that you have a professional digital space and that you're able to speak professionally about things that you're learning. So for the purposes of this course, you are not summarizing each reading that you have. You'll start to see that there are a number of readings some weeks, and particularly in between blogs. And so it's really a synthesis. It's for you to be able to demonstrate your understanding of the overall topic that we're learning and interjecting ideas from some of the readings as you do so. So it doesn't, like I said, need to be a summary. Actually, it'd be much better if it wasn't a summary because there will be a number of readings, but it should just be a description of your understanding based on everything that you read, making sure to cite the pieces that really stood out to you as you write. Again, I'll give you a lot of feedback on Blog 1 if it's needed to help you think more carefully about how to synthesize as opposed to summarize. So just looking ahead, again, you'll have different presentations like this one as we move forward, but your next authentic task, number 2, will be due on the 24th of September. There is a description of that already posted in the modules, so you have access to that and can certainly get started whenever you feel prepared to do so. You'll need to locate an individual reading inventory to review as soon as possible. I've given you examples of what those are in the syllabus, so look there for more information. The next piece is a literacy improvement plan, and I'm pointing this out to you now because although the draft isn't even due until November, there is a considerable amount of work that you should be doing along the way that includes working with a student and will include needing information from 4 different assessments for that student. So there is a description of the literacy improvement plan and I believe that you can find that under Module 4. Also Module 5, there's a description in both of those. So if you download that and start looking at it now and start thinking about how to piece that together, you'll be in much better shape as we get to November. So I just wanted to point that out. Your Authentic Task 3 is due October 15th. All of these dates are in both Canvas and also on your syllabus. So if you are a calendar planner kind of person and want to put those in, they are on there. If at any time you have questions about the course, please just email me. That's the best way to reach me. I am very good about responding to emails, always within 24 hours during the week. I do ask that you give me 48 hours over the weekend. And if there ever is a time during the semester where I might be out of town for a conference or something and think that if you haven't heard back from me during the week in 24 hours or 48 hours on the weekend, please feel free to email me again. It means I either did not receive it or that it got lost in the hundreds of emails that I get a day. So I really don't mind a reminder. So good luck with everything in this course. I look forward to working with you, and I'll talk to you soon.